I just want to say, take my messages to the Most High, okay? And if it's not for you, it's not for you. Thank you for listening from beginning to end, but take these messages to the Most High. Pray over it before you take it on as yours. You don't have to take it on as yours. I'm not talking to everybody, okay? If this message is for you, girl, you got this. Guy, you got it. You got it. God has given you all the tools that you need, okay? You got this. That's it. That's all I got. Bye. What's up? How are you guys doing? I have been journaling, and I haven't been on here a while, but I have been recording videos. So, I heard God say, and I wrote this down in my journal, Spirit, God, my inner guides, whatever you want to call it, all right? I heard God say, they have the cars, they have the houses, they even have the, all of the accolades. They have all of the visual things, the materialistic things that makes one think they have everything. But the one thing that you have, talking to me, I'm just relaying a message because I don't think that we get messages for other people. Not this type of message. And what I hear is God say, but you have the one thing that they cannot have. Now, they could have had it. They could have had it, but they chose. They signed up for. They want the big houses. They want the cars. They want the shoes. They want the accolades. They want that external validation. But you want that internal validation. You want to know that your heart is pure. You want to know that you treat somebody good. You get that feeling. You do right by, even if the circumstances don't look good in your favor or don't look good for you, you still want to carry yourself in a certain way, right? They don't like that. Matter of fact, they want you to, this is their face. I can see it. I can just, look at them with their hip, that demon inside of them can't take it. I don't say spirit, I just say demon. Because, what else would it be? What else would that shit be? So I can see them saying, They can't say nothing else but, until another demon comes up beside them or comes up to help them form the sentences and the words that they could not come up with, right? They need help. When you're doing it by yourself, girl, guy, whoever is listening to this, you doing this mess by yourself. They don't like it. They want you to want what they have. They want you to chase after those things. They want you to do all of that. They hate that you don't chase it. They hate that you get it just because you're you. They hate that. And these demons that think that they got more than you. And they got more material things, yes. But that's not what life is about. Life is not about, let me see how many shirts I can get, Gucci shirts, how many LV bags I can get. There's nothing wrong with it. Go do your thing, to each their own, right? But don't compare you being a materialistic being to a spiritual being that is satisfied with his heart being full just by being a good, decent human being. There's no comparison. There's absolutely no comparison. And let me tell you something. The people that show that they are a good human being, that they're a decent human being, those are the ones Those are the ones that get, the accolades. They deserve it. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And they don't like it. They don't want you to have any type of accolade. They don't want anybody to see you doing good at all. Why? Because they don't do nothing but sit up and conjure up stupid things to stop somebody. And I wrote in my journal yesterday. I had to see something popped up on my phone. I wrote in my journal yesterday. I said, Spirit, how does a group or a person stop a person's income or from progressing in life? What do they say? What do they do to make someone's life stop or halt? Right? What do they do? What are they doing? I want to know. My stepdad did this to my mom. He stopped her life. She couldn't get over how she was treated. It caused her to have a broken heart and for her to carry hate in her heart. So not only did she have a broken heart, bitch, my mother had hate in her heart. And that is something I will not do. I may dislike you. I may dislike your behavior. But what I will not do is I will not have hate in my heart. They want you to hate other people. And then at the end of my journal, I wrote, Spirit, I truly want the opposite to her life and what I've seen growing up. I don't want that. I don't want to have hate in my heart because one specific man didn't love me like I was supposed to love myself. That is a lesson. I've learned my lesson. I don't need no more lessons from anybody trying to come into my life to destroy my life. I've learned. I digress because I can get super deep with that. So I no longer go towards, what I don't want. I don't concentrate on what I don't want. I concentrate solely on what I want. I no longer want relationships with the group of people that I grew up with. I don't crave that. I don't want that. Because God showed me, Spirit showed me who they are. I've seen it. I don't want any more of that. I'm full. My appetite has changed. Go away. You know what I mean? Like go, shoo fly, go away. The friendships. I no longer want females in my life that look at me. And I wrote this too down in my journal. I don't want females in my life that look at me and try to sabotage what I'm going for. Because the way that I look, it is inherited. I cannot help that I may be prettier than somebody else. His golden ticket. I don't, and the pretty face, the clear skin, the tight body, the whatever. I see that as that's work that person put in. Yes, some of us have inherited good skin. Some of us are just inherited. You know what I'm trying to say. We're just naturally pretty people. You can't help. I covered up you can't help that you are inherited prettiness. You just cannot. It runs like some of us have family members down like beautiful. My grandmother was pretty. Honey, my grandmother was beautiful. She had some beautiful skin. Some of us got it passed down. It was passed down, so we can't help it. Right? But see, people don't care. They don't care that it's something that it is inherited. For me, I don't have to wear makeup. Matter of fact, I don't want to wear makeup. It ruins your face. It ruins your skin. To me, it ruins it. And so I'd rather just be natural, and it's easier for me any goddamn way. So whatever, you know, it's, you know, my hair grows. People get jealous of you because you can grow your hair. Make it make sense. You know what like, it does not make any sense to me. I used to be friends with a girl that she befriended me just so that so she can be in proximity to prettiness, or, you know, I've always gotten what I've wanted. I don't look over it or look past it. I'm used to it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm used to this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. This is mine. I know what I'm doing. You do not have to. Don't come over here and try to take my shine, honey. This is mine. So this girl, she was, you know, she wanted to be in proximity. I did not understand this at first until I understood it. The one last time I was in her and I were in the same room. One thing she said, she didn't think that I heard her. I just clocked that. Like, I hate that word, sorry. I didn't ignore her, but I heard her. So that was my last time hearing her voice. I made sure I blocked her because she exposed herself. Now, I knew it, and I was waiting for her to expose herself. I knew what she was doing. But see, my overflow does not stop. Hers does. Why? Because she and her family are very, they're very materialistic. You know, I got the awards. I got this, I got that. And they are Black people. And they are in the church. So-called pastor's wife. Daughters are singers. Boys are musicians. You know, it's a musical family. But when you really get down to the nitty-gritty of who they are, they're those types that will compare what they have to another person's lack. That has to be a sad, sad, sad mindset to be in. Because they have something that I don't have. I don't have a singing voice. But see, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm going to still walk around here, play my music, and sing in my own house. I'm going to do what I want to do. Excuse me. And that is what they don't like. That's confirmation. I'm going to do what I want to do. Because I can. This is my life. I'm a believer of autonomous. What do you mean I have to follow you? And half the time, these people that want you to follow them, they don't know where they're going. They don't know life. They don't have the ticket. And it's not a hard ticket to obtain. It is really simple. It is a really simple secret. But they don't want to do that. They want to run somebody else's life when they can't even run their own. So, I say all that to say, pretty people cannot hang out with ugly people. And I don't care what y'all say. I do not care. Really naturally pretty people cannot hang out with ugly people. And pretty doesn't necessarily mean your outer look. I mean, I'm talking those people that are beautiful from the soul cannot hang out with ugly-hearted people. Okay, because they're going to always be put down. This girl had the audacity to try to put me down, right? When she was the one that struggled. I didn't have no struggles. And if I did, bitch, you wouldn't know. Because I handle mine different. I was taught by people that didn't know that they were truly teaching me how to handle life and the struggles of life. And then, you know, the skinny people, the people that are dedicated to fitness and healthy and being their, you know, fit. So I am obsessed with myself, with being my authentic self, making sure my body is together. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It took me a while to get here, but I absolutely love the life that I have created for myself. You cannot hang out with people that aren't obsessed with themselves. You can't, because they're going to sabotage you every single time. Every single time they're going to sabotage your growth, things that you want to do in your life. They're going to start talking about it, start putting it down. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? It's because they want you to feel like they feel. They want you to be stuck like they are stuck. And so you just can't hang around those types of people. You can't be around those types of people. I don't know if this is a toxic trait of mine or just a regular, just like behavior. But when I can see a person is not for me, I don't have a problem with cutting them off. And I think that's why I don't think I'll ever be in another relationship, because what? No. I fought too hard to get to where I am. I'm not gonna let somebody come in and ruin it for me. You have to really be careful about who you let in your life. Because this is my last point. Because there are some souls that are here to stop you, to slow you down, kill, steal, and destroy everything that God has put on your list to accomplish. And you have to be, if you never get married, count that all joy. If you never have kids, count that all joy. Because your kid's father could be that one that tries to stop you, get you pregnant just to slow you down, just to stop you, just to be in your life for a long time. Not forever, but a very long time. Be careful. Count it all joy. I'm telling you. Do not be sad. You take a person's behavior and know that they're doing that because they want to do that behavior. They want to stop you. They want to slow you down. They don't want you to win because they want you to be like them. They don't like that you're an individual. They don't like that you're fine being by yourself. They don't like that. They hate it. They don't like that you know, you're stronger by yourself. They don't like that. They don't like that you don't have to wear makeup. You know, they don't like that. They don't like that your hair grows. They don't like that. They don't like that you don't have to, you know, be up in somebody's face to get attention. Don't nobody want to do all that mess. They don't like that. They hate it. They hate it. They want you to be so docile and so, please like me, please, just please. But I have all this money, I have this house, I have this car. And so what? A house could be burned down. It could be taken away any moment. A car can stop working, you know, just because. You never know. Miracles happen every day. Every single day. So I had to say all that. I'm done. Yeah, it's been on my mind. I wrote it in my journal. And I recorded a video a while ago, but I just wasn't ready to really put it out. And sometimes when I get messages, you know, I personally don't always like to record it because I have to make sure these messages are for me to give out. because not all messages are for people, but some of us go through such a hard time just living, just trying to live. I just want to, do my business, create, do a video on my YouTube, grow, just live my life, do the things that I like to do. Leave me alone. I'm not messing with you. But when you come over here and you mess with me, I guarantee you're going to regret that. Leave people alone. Let people just live their life. The life is too short to be trying to stop somebody from doing whatever it is that they need to do, that God has put them on this earth to do, specifically for them to do it. And there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that's going to stop God from making sure that that person live out their job. It's absolutely nothing. They will take parents away. If a specific child is born to do something, yeah, parents will be taken. Kids will. You cannot mess with a chosen. You can't. You absolutely cannot. You cannot. It's nothing that you can do. You'll spend the rest of your days with a ruined reputation trying to mess with somebody that is here to do a specific job just for the kingdom of the Most High. And with that being said, y'all take it easy, be easy, and not everybody is your friend. Stop wanting friends really bad. Be your own friend. Be your own friend. Live in the quiet. Live in the somber days. Live in those days, because those days are lessons. Those days that's for something. That's for some, journal. Pick up a hobby. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to talk to y'all soon.